Space invasion, big car chase. Truth be told, I was ready to hang it up till I met you today.
Thanks, Tim. Mark 6, front and center.
Sir, this implies a theoretical element not currently found on the periodic table.
I think you're gonna be all right, kid.
I will run a simulation to check element viability.
Yeah, listen, you have a ball with that. I know it's gonna work. I'm gonna take a shower. Tap the Oracle grid. I need some stuff out of storage. Give me everything from projects Pegasus, Exodus, and Goliath. Get ready for a major remodel. Back in hardware mode.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. If you guys didn't see, Marvel dropped a new teaser and a promo for Captain Marvel just to celebrate the election day. So there's a whole bunch of new Easter eggs, some of them really funny, some of them really cool ones via Howard Stark, Project Pegasus, and the Joint Dark Energy Research Facility. That was the new Avengers base, so we gotta break it down. We're still doing that Red Dead Redemption or Spider-Man PS4 game giveaway. All you have to do to enter that is be a subscriber and leave a Marvel-related comment on the video. I'll name a new winner at the end of this. The biggest new one here is the Rock the Vote early 90s Easter egg. So this is a bit of a Howard Stark connection via the Joint Dark Energy Facility, Exodus, Goliath, and Pegasus Easter eggs. If you're not a child of the 80s or the 90s, there was this MTV thing called Rock the Vote that they did to try and get young people to go out and vote during corresponding elections. They did it for the 92 election and the 96 election. The reason why this actually dates the Captain Marvel movie, or at least gets close to what the actual date is during the movie, is because these green posters were used closer to the 92 election. So even though this doesn't tell you the exact date during the movie, we all wondered like if it was going to be mid-90s, late 90s, early 90s. The green posters let you know that it's early 90s, so it's either right before or right after the 92 election. So that's why you may hear people talking on social media about Captain Marvel being set during 1991. The reason why 1991 is so important is because that's the year that Winter Soldier killed Iron Man's parents. That was during December 1991. So it's totally possible that this is happening in the events leading up to that 1991 election. In a couple months after this moment here, Winter Soldier kills Howard Stark and Maria Stark. The connection to the Pegasus, Exodus, and Goliath Iron Man Easter egg from that deleted Iron Man scene from Iron Man 2 was because at the time, S.H.I.E.L.D., like the proto version of S.H.I.E.L.D., as you saw during that Ant-Man and the Wasp flashback, had just started to study what was going on with the Tesseract. So they'd had it for a while, Howard Stark got his hands on it, and they were trying to find a way to use it to create a limitless source of energy. They sort of picked up on that during the Avengers movie, but that had actually been happening for a long time, and it started with Howard Stark. So one, you have to kind of laugh about the fact that he went down to the bottom of the ocean to retrieve the Tesseract, but they didn't bother to try and go find Captain America and unthaw him till many, many years later. That was probably because they thought that he was dead, so they didn't go bother to look for him. They just assumed that he was gone. So you have Howard Stark working at this Joint Dark Energy Facility trying to find alternative energy sources. Alien energy sources was really what was going on, but they were just calling it dark energy. But you have people like Captain Marvel come in, probably inspiring some of the direction of their research. So even though Nick Fury gave Iron Man that big speech about other heroes being out there at the time, even though Captain America is the first Avenger, Captain Marvel is one of the first MCU heroes that he's actually worked with. It's just that he never told Captain America or any of these other people about her. The other really cool thing about that new element that Iron Man was creating during that Iron Man 2 montage is that it's based on an idea that Howard Stark came up with after studying the Tesseract, having a moment of inspiration about the idea for a new element that Tony then perfected and turned into his new arc reactors. So Tony's new arc reactor is derived from Infinity Stone technology. So if you ever wondered why he's so powerful, He's been using fractional Infinity Stone energy this whole time, which makes sense, why he would make a character so powerful. So it's not like he has limitless energy. They never quite fully achieve that, but it's functionally limitless. So it's just another way to make Iron Man seem that much cooler because, yes, it's a new element, and that's what we were mostly focused on during that moment. But this is all based on research that his father did after studying the Tesseract, trying to turn it into a limitless energy source. So this funny Rock the Vote promo connects all these different Easter eggs from the Avengers movie with the Tesseract, from Howard Stark in the flashbacks, from Iron Man 2 and Iron Man's arc reactors. There's also a very not safe for work Easter egg that's been etched onto the payphone here. If you zoom in really close, you can actually see a hotline number that used to point to The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which used to be a Disney Channel TV show that stars Cole Sprouse from Riverdale and his twin brother. You call the hotline and you get a message that says, "Thank you for calling ABC. The number you have reached is fictional, non-working number used for motion picture and television productions. It's normal for those numbers to get called after an episode airs, so ABC and other networks typically head it off at the past." So it was just one of those funny things where you see a number flash on TV, you try to call it, and you actually do get a real message from it. But the thing is that TV show was a long time ago, and the Disney Channel has since stopped paying for that number, and it's now owned by a sex hotline. So somehow the Easter egg makes this scene even funnier, where Captain Marvel is sitting there looking like she's getting ready to call a sex hotline. It's 1-800-654-2192. It also looks like she's ripped someone's car radio right out of their dash and is using it to rewire the payphone so she can call her Kree Star Force team. Like, why would Captain Marvel need to use a payphone? Not because she's calling somebody on planet Earth, but because she needs to communicate with Star Force. So surprisingly, this Captain Marvel promo that didn't seem like much of a big deal at first actually winds up having a whole bunch of really cool Easter eggs. But you may have noticed that Marvel in general, all the different Marvel actors are starting to be a little more active on social media, not just because there's an election, but because we're getting closer to the Thanksgiving holiday season in that Avengers 4 trailer drop, and more Captain Marvel trailers, and not to be forgotten, but a Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. Tom Holland has been much more active on his social media accounts talking about Spider-Man related stuff, posting behind the scenes pictures from Far From Home, and that's usually just cue that they're ramping up to drop another trailer. And it's a no-brainer that Sony would try to piggyback on Avengers 4 hype by trying to release their Spider-Man Far From Home trailer within a short time span of when Marvel drops the Avengers 4 trailer. Like, remember how you were all going crazy just a little while ago? Well, here's some more. So just remember the way they marketed Black Panther and Infinity War during November and December last year. It'll be the same basic situation with Captain Marvel, Spider-Man Far From Home, and Avengers 4. Do not be surprised if Tom Holland and Mark Ruffalo have some planned accidental spoilers. Like, remember when he revealed the title?
Revelations coming out this weekend about Spider-Man 2. I don't know much about it. I'm a little confused because I died, so I don't really know how it all comes into play. But I do know is I got the new script. I'm super excited to read it, and it's going to be great. So yeah, Spider-Man 2, let's do this.
Just expect him to do something like that within the next month or so. They have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse coming up, so I was expecting them to attach a trailer to that, but they might drop it a little bit sooner than that. If you spotted any other cool Easter eggs in this promo that I didn't include in the video, just write them in the comments below. Congratulations, Ryan McClelland. You're the giveaway winner for my last Big Marvel video. Please email me on the About page of my channel so I can get your contact details. Click here to watch Sebastian Stan talk about a brand new Avengers 4 scene, and click here for that Spider-Man black costume Infinity War deleted scene. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.